Hi, it's Hingers here, and welcome to Pocket. I hope you had a lovely weekend. Today on the show, we are summoning spirit bombs in Dragon Ball XenoVerse. But first, the news. Video entertainment group Machinima has been hit with staff layoffs and programming cancellations. 13 of the network's 90 staff were let go, all of which were production positions tied to cancelled shows, Machinima Respawn, Machinima Live, and 10FTW. This belt-tightening came just one day after it was announced that Warner Bros. Entertainment increased their investment in the digital content network from $23 million to over $30 million. Video streaming service Twitch has announced its first ever convention, aptly called TwitchCon. The driving force behind the convention is to get broadcasters and viewers to meet and play games together. TwitchCon will take place in September in San Francisco. Development studio HAL Laboratory has turned 35. Back in the 80s, HAL flew relatively under the radar, working on small titles and arcade ports. But in 1992, a little game called Kirby's Dream Land for Game Boy launched the studio into the minds and hands of gamers across the globe. HAL have since gone on to co-develop classics such as Earthbound and Pokemon Snap, and are responsible for Super Smash Bros. Continuing a trend of turning up unannounced, Kanye West is making a video game. On an American radio show, West let slip that he was working on a game based on his recent single, Only One.
And so right now I'm working on a video game for Only One. And the idea is it's my mother going through the gates of heaven. And you got to bring her to the highest gates of heaven by holding her to the light. And, you know, we've been working on it for like 6 months.
I wonder if she'll meet Yeezus at the pearly gates. Let's go rock the dragon. Dragon Ball XenoVerse is the first Dragon Ball game for this new generation of consoles. It's already out in Japan, but won't drop in Australia until February 26. We were lucky enough to get our hands on an advanced copy, so we thought we'd power it up and give you our first impressions.
Prime time? There's no need for that. You're going to die here anyway. You know that, right?
Straight off the bat, you are rocketed into a game full of combat before you've even learned the controls, which is why I'm spamming all of these buttons. You can bring up a combo list here, and as you can see, the combos are very complex. It's square, 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 triangle, triangle, triangle is one. Another is square, 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 triangle, triangle. So a lot of variety in those. The camera is so disorienting. I can't even find the dude I'm fighting. Where is Kid Buu? Ah! This is very frustrating. For Dragon Ball fans, this new game doesn't really follow the canon of the anime or the manga. It's basically a whole new story, which I think is about time travel?
The flow of time. Something's very odd about it.
There are a whole bunch of new characters as well as some familiar faces, and as for your character, you get to design and create your own. I don't know if this game is canon or not, but I think it probably should be because I think everybody wants to see Little Hingers in the next series of the anime.
You're surprised, I'm sure.
Ah, it's friendly old Trunks. What does he want?
For now, let's see how much power you have.
I think he wants to fight me. Well, alright. I guess we'll fight then. Oh, look! They've decided to explain the controls now. That's good after I've already done several fights. Thank you. Alright, that fight is out of the way. Let's go explore the city. So this feels like a quest hub. There's a lot of NPCs you can chat to. Walking around the city, it feels a bit empty and a bit sparse. It'll be interesting to see if they put other player characters in the world to make it feel a bit more alive. Though it certainly seems like there's a lot to do, and I can see there being a lot of gameplay in this game. In terms of graphics, there's a noticeable improvement over the previous games, but it's still quite a divisive style. Personally, I think the character models and backgrounds don't really work well together, but at least they have a strong design idea and they're sticking to it.
Are you talking about Krillin? Don't you dare talk about Krillin!
So I did a quick count this morning and they've released over 60 Dragon Ball video games, and this is the 15th fighter. They've added some new stuff, but at the end of the day, it does feel very similar to recent Dragon Ball games. Hopefully the online stuff will really bring it to life.
That's a shame. I really wanted to save the best for last.
That is all the time we have for today's show. Let us know what your least favorite or favorite anime game tie-in is. Until next time, see ya!